Hello guys, and today I'm going to eat a bangers and mash meal, okay? A proper one. Well, it's not a proper one, but it is a proper one. Don't know what I mean? Well, it's been professionally made by Tesco, and there you go. I know the it looks a bit broken, but never mind. I accidentally tore it while getting it out of the fridge. It says bangers and mash dinner. And if I take this out, take the wrapping off, you'll see what it looks like inside, okay? And what you get some Yorkshire pudding around the outside, and inside you get some sausages, mashed potato, peas, carrots, and some what they call onion gravy, which I think is basically they've I believe minced some onions and included them in the gravy in some way. I don't know, but they call it anyway. Oh, it appears you're going everywhere, but never mind. Right. Now, this is actually 1 week out of date, so I'm going to eat a 1 week out of date microwave meal. The date on here is the use by date is the 27th. It says the 27th of January. And it was this year, I promise you, right? And to prove it, that I really did record it today, the guy who did the walking for the NHS using a walking frame, who got a knighted for it, British people will know what I'm talking about, has sadly died either today or yesterday, aged 100. So that is breaking news, so pretty much. So that proves that I'm actually going to eat this when I say I'm going to eat it, okay? Right, now, somebody complained last time about me putting the mash in the microwave and the rest of the meal being cooked. Obviously, they were disappointed I didn't cook the entire meal in the microwave. So this time I'm going to see what happens if I put this entire meal in the microwave. Now, it's specially designed to do it. This has been professionally cooked, and it can be reheated in the microwave. They do say an oven's better, and I'm curious to see what it's like in a microwave, okay? So I'm now going to pierce the lid. It tells you you've got to pierce the film lid. And now I'm going to put this in the microwave for roughly 3 minutes, okay? Hello guys, and now I've cooked it in the microwave, okay? So now I'm going to lift off the film lid, okay? And this is what it looks like. I don't tip it up too much. Okay, so this is the Yorkshire pudding. Let's put here. On the outside is the Yorkshire pudding. Inside you have the carrots, for these people learning English. These are the peas, the green peas. This is the mashed potato. And there's some brown onion gravy. I have to take my word for it because it's a bit hard to show you. And then you've got a couple of sausages in here, which they're called bangers, okay? Right, now this has been done in the microwave. Don't think I've tried it in the microwave before. So now I'm now going to eat it, okay? Right. I'm eating some of the carrots. Oh, by the way, I forgot. I also brought up with me some pepper, some black pepper, because black pepper matters, guys, okay? White pepper matters too, okay? But I sometimes prefer black. So I'm just going to sprinkle it with pepper. You don't have to. It's just something I'm doing, okay? Okay, that's the pepper sorted out. And now I'm going to eat the, I mean, you would use a knife with this, but I forgot to bring a knife, so I'm going to use a fork to cut it instead, okay? So there you go. That's the banger. This is the mash. And you do eat the Yorkshire pudding on the outside, so I'm going to try and see if I can cut some of the Yorkshire pudding off for you to see. This is Yorkshire pudding. Yorkshire pudding is a British delicacy which you have with a lot of English dinners, like standard bangers and mash doesn't actually come in Yorkshire pudding, but this is obviously the deluxe. But sometimes I have seen them selling things like this, you know, in town, but they don't do it anymore because a lot of shops were closed down, unfortunately, to make way for a large McDonald's in one of the shopping centres, okay? They replaced almost an entire floor of local, independent, mostly independent, I think, or they seem to be independent. I wouldn't know. Food outlets, and replaced them all with one great big McDonald's, which was a disappointment. But there you go. Not because I have anything against McDonald's, but they already had one in town, and you know, McDonald's tells what it sells, whereas there are lots of smaller shops which had a greater variety because they each control their own type of food. Now I've got down, you might be able to see more of it. You might be able to see more of the glazing. Down here on the Yorkshire pudding. The Yorkshire pudding itself. Which is this. And as I said, this is for somebody who complained about my last meal being partially cooked and partially microwaved, okay? What's actually funny is, while I'm actually doing this, and I've turned the heat down, I'm actually cooking a standard bangers and mash for my mum. Not this way, okay? The same way I showed you in the last video, in one of the previous videos I did for you, okay? Which you can all see, okay? I should have brought a knife up, to be honest, but I didn't think I needed it, so I know this is very uncouth and not very professional, but I'm too lazy to, while I'm filming, I don't want to go down and get a knife while I'm filming, so particularly as Yorkshire pudding is quite easy to tear. So this is me eating Yorkshire pudding with mashed potato, onion gravy, peas and carrots. Now, what was I going to say? I was going to say something about this. Yes, normally this on its own, just this, would be £2.50. Okay, I got it for 63p because it was due to expire that day, and I'm eating it 1 week later, 1 week after it's expired. Okay, and it seems okay to me. So if I drop dead after this, and you never hear from me again, well, you'll know why. Normally, as I said, you would use a knife to cut this up, but I forgot to bring a knife. I didn't think I'd need one, and well, I did. I thought a fork would be good enough to cut it, but so as I said, Yorkshire pudding is a British delicacy, and bangers and mash is a British delicacy too. Okay. So if any of you are really, really lazy and live in England or want to move to England, this is the kind of thing you can buy in Tesco's and put it into the microwave, and in 3 minutes you've got a meal. Okay. In fairness, they do tend to put it in the oven because they say it tastes nicer, but they do say you can put it in the microwave. I'm just doing this because somebody complained that, you know, I only microwaved the mash last time and not the whole meal, so there you go. Just for you, you know who you are. This is an entire bangers and mash meal being microwaved, okay? After it's been professionally cooked by Tesco, okay? Whoever bakes them for Tesco, okay? I've nearly finished now, so there's not much left now. If there's anything else while I'm at it, I could show you the picture again. That's the picture they provided. They say you can recycle the sleeve, which is this, and the tray, but they tell you not to recycle the film that they put on the top of it that you're meant to pierce and then peel off before eating. I mean, they say it's a cooked batter cake. They don't actually specifically state it's Yorkshire pudding, but I know it's Yorkshire pudding. Or rather, it looks very much like Yorkshire pudding, so if there's any variants, I don't know. They don't specifically say it's Yorkshire pudding, but I know it is. Maybe they don't call it Yorkshire pudding because maybe there's some slight ingredient changes. Maybe. Or maybe it's because there might be some foreigners in England who may not know what a Yorkshire pudding is. Okay, there you go guys, I've finished, okay? So, They say if you want to cook it in the oven, you have to cook it for 25 to 30 minutes. It also costs more to cook in the oven because of the electricity cost. It tells you to cook it, then stand it, then cook it again. I just did it for 3 minutes, but it did stop for a while. Then because I had adjusted the time, and then I basically switched on again. So it won't be fine. But to be honest, I think this is more than enough. To be honest, I don't think 1 minute or 2 minutes is going to make that much of a difference. It was more than warm enough, and I probably cooked it for slightly over 3 minutes anyway. I don't think it makes that much of a difference, truthfully. So okay, but it doesn't matter anyway. It's been cooked and I've eaten it, okay? And as I said, in the past, I did eat things like this, professionally cooked also in town. But as I said, once upon a time I wanted to film that for you guys, but when I went there, as I said, they replaced it with McDonald's, which annoyed me. Not that I've got anything against McDonald's, but, you know, there were lots of independent shops which are all replaced with one McDonald's, which was a disappointment, you know, because the McDonald's menu isn't very varied, to be honest. It just isn't compared to the vast variety there was of the small food shops, you know, restaurants. I'll call them restaurants because they're really fast food restaurants, you know, or takeaways maybe might be a better word, but you know, but you could eat it, and then they would have a sitting area upstairs. And you sit down, so you go to the counter, buy your food, and then had a seating area for where you could sit, no matter which of those local, you know, I'll call them takeaway / restaurant, you know, you bought it from, okay? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye!